All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We've got another edition of Wolfpack Sports Television here for you today. Great matchup in line for you today between the Virginia Tech Hokies and your NC State Wolfpack in women's rugby. I'm joined here by Courtney Parkinson, former NC State rugby player. Welcome, Courtney.
Thank you.
Should have a great game for you today. And here's the opening kickoff. Virginia Tech will receive first, heading towards the right side of the field. And here's the first tackle of the game, first ruck. And what are you looking for out of this NC State team? What do they need to do to win, Courtney?
We're going to have some really solid defense. Virginia Tech's a very aggressive team. They like to push the ball forward. So we're going to need to have nice flat lines on defense and not give them too many meters.
And you're not very far removed from playing with the Wolfpack. What do the style of play do they like to play? Do they just be more patient, focus on ball security?
Yeah, that's going to be a good, solid Wolfpack strategy that we tend to have. We like to drive it a lot with our forwards, as you can see right now. We like to do a lot of solid tackles. We like to use the strength in our pack.
Got it. Here's the Wolfpack just beyond midfield. And they lose possession here. Here comes Virginia Tech. Getting that to the backs on the right side. Still not tackled.
There we go.
Finally corralled by the Wolfpack defenders. And here comes the ruck. Virginia Tech remains in possession of the ball. Immediately tackled once again. Finally gets it out to the backs, inching their way forward, meter by meter. A solid defense here by the Wolfpack, wouldn't you say, Courtney?
Yes, yeah, they managed to push them back a little bit. As long as they just keep those tackles up. There we go.
Got a little bit of a gap there for the Hokies, but once again tackled immediately by the Wolfpack defenders. Oh, gets a little gap there for the Hokies. Wolfpack got it coming down with her. Finally do.
Defense is staying strong on the Wolfpack. They're not giving up too many inches or meters when they are getting the ball back on the Hokie side.
Virginia Tech continuing to push down the field, looking as they're getting closer to that try zone.
Looks like State won back possession in that ruck.
Oh, yes, they did. NC State able to regain possession, stealing it away from the Hokies.
And that was a nice drive.
Whistle on the play. Looks like we have penalty on the Hokies. NC State trying to catch the Hokies off guard, quickly playing off of it.
And that was senior Carol Trammell off to a net.
Here come the Pack.
Good drive.
There's the ruck. Oh no, Virginia Tech regains possession here.
There we go, nice tackle by Carol.
Here come the Hokies, just past midfield.
There we go.
Fumble on the play. Penalty though.
Penalty on Wolfpack. Gonna get back 10 meters. They're gonna
kick it forward, trying to get their backs down the field.
And we're gonna kick it right back.
Pretty even play so far, I'd say, wouldn't you, Courtney?
I would. Wolfpack's on defense a little bit more, but they're solid. They're not giving Virginia Tech too much room.
Yeah. Virginia Tech did have an opportunity earlier. They were getting close to their tri-zone territory, but the Wolfpack able to stand strong and come up with possession.
Line out goes straight to Wolfpack.
There we go. Oh, big gap here.
Big
running room.
Nice run.
Great run there for the Wolfpack. They're going. Oh, she's got some running room. She's in the clear. It's a foot race. Oh, breaks the tackle there. She's got one defender to beat. She's finally taken down very close to Wolfpack tri-zone territory. Great running by the Wolfpack there. Able to get through the Hokies defense. Oh, but it looks like Wolfpack lost possession there. Did you see what happened there, Courtney?
I actually did not.
Like there may have been penalty on the play.
Yep, Virginia Tech was able to kick it out, so they're going to regain possession over there at that line out.
Unfortunate for the Wolfpack. They had a great drive there, able to get 2 really great breakaway runs, getting it down in their scoring territory. But the Hokies regained possession. Big play for them.
It's a good, solid tackle by the Wolfpack.
Hokies get it out. They're going to kick it forward. Wolfpack, oh, fumbles that one.
That's going to be a knock forward by the Wolfpack.
Knock forward by the Wolfpack.
Virginia Tech's going to regain possession.
Explain that rule for some of the viewers that are watching that may not be as familiar with rugby. What's the knock forward rule?
In rugby, you're supposed to pass backward or sideways. If it fumbles off your hands forward, that's called a knock. That's illegal, and it'll be a penalty for the other team, in favor of the other team.
Right. Hokies with the ball now. Near the middle of the field. Nice tackle there by the Wolfpack. Hokies remain in possession of the ball though. The Wolfpack defense really standing strong here.
They are on top of it today. Nice solid low tackles are keeping the Hokies back in Wolfpack territory.
We've seen very many missed tackles by the Wolfpack at all. They're being very good on that side. There's the Hokies. Once again trying to push towards the right side, but they're not getting much.
There we go. Looks like Wolfpack regained possession. Got a little fight over the ball.
There's the ruck. The Wolfpack. There's a penalty. The Wolfpack will have possession of the ball now.
I believe Virginia Tech was offsides is what I heard.
And what's the offsides rule for that on the rucks?
On the ruck, you have to have a last foot. So the next tackler, you have to give them enough room. And if the Hokies step over the Wolfpack's line, that's called offsides.
Okay. So the Wolfpack kick it ahead. They'll have the line out here.
Yeah, this is still pretty good field position for the Wolfpack. If they can get a good solid line out and get a good drive up the field, they could score.
Good position here for the Wolfpack. And they will have possession here. They're getting it out to the backs.
Try to get it to some of our speed here.
Nice tackle there by the Hokies. Oh, fumbles it backwards.
That's a good recovery though for the Wolfpack. They're going to try to drive it forward.
Here's the forwards. The muscle of the team.
And we're swinging to our backs.
Oh no, Hokies.
What the Wolfpack is lacking right now is some support on their runs. They have good solid drives, but they need people to support them to offload the ball.
Yeah, they've had several opportunities where they've been able to break through the Hokie defense, and as you said, not really having any teammates there to be able to dump the ball off to.
That's a really good position for the Wolfpack to be in, really close to their score zone.
Here we go, Wolfpack with the line out. Very close to tri-zone territory, looking to get on the board first in this very closely contested rugby match. They get it to the forward. Pushing ahead. Wolfpack coming out with it once again. They just need a couple more meters. There's a penalty on the play.
I think I heard that was an offsides again. So Wolfpack is going to lose possession.
Very unfortunate for them.
But they get it right back.
Here come the Wolfpack. Virginia Tech looking like they just wanted to kind of clear the ball, get it out of the territory so that they could get back their defense and not put so much pressure. So they try and clear it there. The Wolfpack quickly gaining possession back again. Still on their side of the field. Virginia Tech has the advantage on the line out. The Wolfpack get the ball. They get it out to the backs on the left side. Tackled by the Hokies. Here comes the ruck. Wolfpack coming out with it once again.
Carroll doing a solid drive right there. Taking the whole team with her.
Great movement there.
And that's great support by the Wolfpack forwards as well.
Great power there by the Wolfpack forward. They get it out to the back once again. She cuts it back the other direction. Here we go once again.
Going right back to Carol.
Driving ahead.
It's going to... That's a good
Oh, and
call.
it's stolen away by the Hokies. Once again, NC State Wolfpack getting very close to the tri-zone territory, but just not able to capitalize on the opportunity. The Hokies steal it away once again. It's Virginia Tech with the ball now. We saw the ball on the Virginia Tech side of the field much of the first part of this first half, but NC State has really dominated here.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of some clumsy Virginia Tech hands and trying to keep it in there on their side of the field.
Referee will call this one back.
We're gonna have our first scrum of the game right now.
And explain a scrum for our viewers, Courtney.
A scrum is one of the ways that they restart play. We have our 3 people up front. You're gonna bind together. That second row is gonna go ahead and get right between the hips of those other 2. It's just a nice little pyramid. The ball is gonna go right in the middle, and then each team is gonna push and fight, try to get that ball to come out the back of their scrum.
All right, here we go.
Wolfpack's got a really good, strong scrum.
And they're able to
And it
come
comes
out
right
with
out.
it. Nice stiff arm there. There it is on the ruck once again. Wolfpack come out with it. They get it to the backs on the left side. Quickly tackled by the Hokie defense.
That's going to be a forward pass from the Wolfpack.
It's going to be Hokie ball here. Still no score in this game. Seen a lot of opportunities for the Wolfpack, but they just haven't been able to finish their drives. The Hokies standing strong, and the Wolfpack have gotten into the tri-zone territory and have taken away a couple opportunities for the Wolfpack. So here we go. Second scrum of the game.
That's a nice low scrum, really strong. And Wolfpack's not giving it up easily, but they do lose it.
Here comes the Hokies. Getting it out to the backs. Oh,
There we go.
great play there.
That's good hands.
Very good hands, deflected off of the Hokie offense. And one of the Wolfpack backs able to come in and get that one, but it looks like there's a penalty now. We'll be seeing our third scrum of the game, I believe.
Once you start, you can't stop.
Here we go. It's been quite a while since Virginia Tech has gotten it past midfield. NC State really in control of possession. There we go.
That's a good drive by Wolfpack.
Comes out the Virginia side. Looks like they're going to reset it.
I believe he said it went straight out, so it wasn't a fair played ball.
So they'll try it again here. NC State and Virginia Tech, if you're just joining us, it's a 0-0 game so far. NC State has really controlled possession and field positioning. Have really been on their side of the field a lot of the game, trying to score.
And there it is, coming out the Wolfpack side. Carol Trammell picking up and running with it.
Here come the Pack once again.
She had a good, solid drive.
And Wolfpack come out with it. lot of physical play. Very quick tackles these last couple times they've gone down for the ruck. Wolfpack not getting much separation.
And this is going to turn into a maul.
Here we go.
And we go down.
She's finally brought down. Forward Carol Trammell, she's really played well today. Really been able to help out the Wolfpack forwards driving forward. And here we go once again, another opportunity for the Wolfpack as they're getting close to that tri-zone territory. Let's see if they can finish this time. On the far left side of the field. And once again, the Hokies come out with the ball here. Here we go, the Hokies get it out to their backs. Players calling for the kick. Here's the Hokies brought down once again. And they're gonna kick it forward here. Wolfpack should have no problem handling this one, and they do. Here's number 15 for the Wolfpack, able to pick that one up off the bounce. Nice play. Brought down on the far left side. Here's the ruck. Stoppage of play here.
Looks like Virginia Tech is going to keep possession.
Got an injured player here.
Injury.
Injured player here for the Wolfpack. Very solid play by both teams. Wolfpack's strength has been in their defense, not giving much at all up to the Hokies, and they've been able to drive it down the field, but just haven't been able to finish. The Hokies really becoming fortunate over a couple of clumsy plays by the Wolfpack, giving it up, but then some really good defense able to regain possession before the Wolfpack will be able to score.
That defense is what's really crucial. Eventually Wolfpack's going to find those holes and use their support and score. But that they're able to keep it down in their territory is what's really helping them right now.
Yeah, I would say I don't know if this will be a fair assessment. You can tell me if it is or not, Courtney, but it seems like the Wolfpack offense is really wearing down. Field.
And we have a good tackle there by number 14.
She found some running room near the middle of the field. A couple missed tackles by the Wolfpack. Here come the Hokies.
Have to watch the outside. And they were able to push her out.
The Hokies finally threatening on their side of the field once again. Stoppage of play here. They'll line it up for the line out. The Wolfpack will be throwing in this time. Players in position. And the Wolfpack keep possession.
Right.
Taking it outside. Pushing towards the middle. Nice drive there by the Wolfpack. Getting it towards the backs on the right side. Wolfpack keeping possession once again off of that ruck. They're going to go far left side here to the backs. And trying to find running room, not getting it though. There's just a wall of defenders out there. Just trying to get what they can here. Seems we've seen a very different contrast to play. Wolfpack like to get it out to their backs and try to break through and fast-paced style, while the Hokies have been content to just try and get it down the field meter by meter.
Wolfpack really needs to spread the field a little bit on offense and use those quick feet that they have on that team to get some meters under them.
Here's the Hokies threatening. Still no score in this one. Hokies get it out to the backs on the left side. Tosses it back. Breaks a couple tackles there, getting a couple more meters. And here's the Hokies once again keeping possession. How many missed tackles in the Wolfpack? Gonna get the knock here. So it will be Wolfpack ball. Great defense there by the Wolfpack.
It's actually gonna be Virginia Tech ball.
Oh, okay. Looks like it may have. Was it a penalty on there, Courtney?
I believe it was a knock forward.
Knock forward. So the NC State Wolfpack were able to get the ball, but then quickly turned it back over on the knock forward.
Looks like we're going in for a scrum.
We'll have the scrum here. The Hokies deep in scoring territory. Not many meters left to go. Trying to put the first points of the game on the board. Here we go. And the referees is going to call this one off. Let the players reset. NC State defense. Let's see if they can hold strong here and keep the Hokies out. Continue their strong showing on defense. Here we go, setting up for the something that we do not know. But that does not mean that if it's a female referee that she's called the ma'am. It's always the sir. So little knowledge there for you if you might be joining us for the first time. Not that much knowledge of the game of rugby. So here we go once again. Let's see if this one will go through with the scrum. It does. The ball's in. And the Wolfpack get it. You got to clear it out of this Hokie territory now. They get it out to the backs on the left side. Not going to be much running room over there, though. Here come the pack. Still not getting much. Go. Oh, and the Hokies get possession here. Passing it. Oh, and there's
Wolfpack
great
right
defense by the Wolfpack, able to come up with that one.
And they kick to try to get it out of that area.
Virginia Tech will come up with it. Oh, missed tackle there. Great juke move. And here we go, Virginia Tech once again threatening. They get it out to the backs on the right side. It's dropped. Trying to go forward. Missed tackle there by the Wolfpack. Gets a couple extra meters off that. And they're still pushing forward. Hokies got a good run going here. Wolfpack defense has got to come up strong. And there's a penalty on the play. Be against the Wolfpack, and Virginia Tech just trying to catch the Wolfpack defense off guard, quickly playing off of that one. Getting very, very close to scoring territory.
Do you want to go ahead and cleat up and I'll just let her know you're here?
Down on the ruck. Not many meters left to go for the Hokies. Looks like there might be a penalty here.
If I read it right, I believe he's saying that the ball was held up in the try zone. I could be wrong, though.
Will they have a scrum here off of that dead ball?
Yep, we're going to have a scrum. Really close to Virginia Tech try zone. So hopefully Wolfpack can keep their defense strong and keep them out of there.
Virginia Tech Hokies threatening to score once again, but so far, all the times that the Hokies have been deep in their territory, the state defense has been able to withhold them getting to the end zone. You get 5 points for a try in rugby. And the Hokies will come out with it off of the ruck.
That was a good quick tackle by number 9, Kat Roche.
Pushing forward, very close. Get a little break there.
And it looks like Virginia Tech scored.
So we have our first points of the board. On the board, Virginia Tech scores, puts 5 up. It was a great stance by the Wolfpack, but just too much of the Hokie forwards pushing forward. Able to finally break through and score. So we'll have a little break here. What would you say about this this game so far? What do you think the NC State Wolfpack need to improve on, Courtney?
I mean, honestly, they're fighting really hard. Their defense is on point. I think they're just getting to that spot in the game where the little bit of fatigue is setting in, but they've missed almost no tackles, so that's really crucial. I think Virginia Tech just was able to drive it down and get it close enough and take advantage of that last scrum that they had. As far as offense, Wolfpack just needs to attack a little bit more and use some of those wide angles.
Virginia Tech with the conversion, a little bit far to the left. They miss on that one. So the score will remain 5-0. Yeah, I've been impressed with the Wolfpack play so far. And in my opinion, I feel they really have controlled this game. Virginia Tech just able to come up with some points here. But for the most part, I think NC State has really controlled both sides of the ball.
I agree. They've definitely set the tempo, especially on their defensive side.
Brittany, go!
It's like the Sir going over to talk to the Wolfpack side. Substitution there for the Wolfpack. And in rugby, if you go out of the game, you cannot return. So you have to use those substitutions wisely. If you come out, you can't go back in.
They do have what's called a blood sub, that if you just need to get a little cleaned up, you have a few minutes. But it looks like the gal that was out earlier is not going to be able to return, so they're going to keep that substitute permanent.
Yes! More pressure!
There we go, the Hokies.
That was a good tackle.
Great tackle there by the Wolfpack. Here's the Hokies retaining possession of the ball. Coming up with it. Another nice tackle there by the Wolfpack. Here comes the ruck.
It's going to be really important that Wolfpack kills that momentum that the Hokies are feeling from that score. And it looks like they're doing a pretty good job.
I'd say so. Defense coming up big there. Virginia Tech will have a free kick here. And they decide to kick it forward, get a couple meters. We'll see a line out here. So 5-0 is the score if you're just joining us. Virginia Tech had the ball on their side of the field a good portion for a couple minutes there, and NC State was able to hold up strong several times, but finally the Hokies were able to break through and score on the try. Here's Virginia Tech.
Got some fingertips on it and didn't make it easy for the Hokies to gain possession.
Here come the Hokies taken down immediately. Great defense here by the Wolfpack. They get it out to the backs on the left side now. Pushing forward, tackled by the Wolfpack.
Carol Trammell recovers that ball for the Wolfpack.
Here they come, trying to break through. And the Hokies get it this time. Looks like the Sir wants to talk to the Hokie captains. We have a yellow card on the play. What does, is it same as soccer rules? Yellow and red card are the...
Well, that yellow card is going to send her off to the sin bin, which is going to be behind their field goal. Virginia Tech is now going to be down a player, so they're going to be playing with 14. Which if Wolfpack can use that to their advantage, they can go ahead and score since they're pretty close in their territory.
So yellow card in relation to soccer would be the red card, like out of the game.
For a certain amount of time.
Got it.
She will be able to come back in at his discretion.
All right, Wolfpack, another great opportunity here to attempt to tie up the score here.
It was an easy Wolfpack line out. Hopefully they can turn this into a try.
Here they go. Getting it to the far left side. I think that may have been a forward pass by the Wolfpack. We're going to have a scrum here. So Virginia Tech still playing one girl down. Really a very good opportunity here for NC State to score, having one extra girl on the field and also having it in very close to scoring territory. So here comes the scrum. Virginia Tech player will throw in.
Looks like Wolfpack was able to drive right over that and get possession.
Great movement there by the Wolfpack. Here they go once again, pushing forward. It's like the Wolfpack carrier was taken out of bounds. So it'll be a line out. Virginia Tech will have the advantage of throwing it in. Still a very good opportunity for the Wolfpack though. Deep down on their side of the field, an opportunity to score without Virginia Tech having all 15 players on the field. Got them all.
We have them all.
What was that signal from the referee, Courtney? Or the Sir, I should say.
I did not catch it.
Okay.
But it looks like we're going to go into another scrum.
Explain the rules of a maul. What happens when that happens?
A maul is when one team has possession and they're not getting tackled. You can have players add on to either side. It just kind of creates this semi-organized blob, and you keep trying to fight for possession till the ball goes down or it's stripped.
So we'll have a scrum after that ensuing maul. Here we go, Wolfpack driving forward. Wolfpack been able to get a lot of great push off of the scrums that they've had. Really owning that facet of the game, I believe. And the scrums and rucks just so critical to the success of your team, wouldn't you say, Courtney?
Absolutely. Gaining possessions from those are where you can get some really big plays and some really big drives that ultimately end up with you scoring.
Driving forward, they get some penetration.
And it looks like we got a Wolfpack score.
And there we go, Wolfpack on the board for the first time today. That will tie the score up, 5-5.
If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be a Carol Trammell score.
Adding to her great play today. She's played very well thus far. So here come the Wolfpack on the conversion. If they can make this, they will go up 7-5. It's going to be a difficult one, though.
I believe Caitlin Curley is kicking for those extra points.
And it's up. And it's
Oh,
good.
she got it.
7-5. Great kick there. And the Wolfpack go up 7-5 on the Hokies. And explain the rules for the location of the conversions. That has to do with the try, right?
Yes, wherever the try was touched down in that try zone, directly out from that is where you have to kick the ball.
The Hokies quickly went down the field trying to catch the Wolfpack off guard. The NC State able to be there. A penalty on the play. On the Wolfpack. Virginia Tech just going to touch it with their foot, trying to get down the field. Once again, trying to catch the Wolfpack off guard. Virginia Tech not taking much time to start attacking again.
No, they're definitely trying to catch that Wolfpack defense off guard and not give them much time to rest.
And here they go on the far right side, getting some room to run. Very close to that end line down there. Nearly taken out of bounds. And it looks like she is now. So we'll have a line out. Wolfpack will have the advantage of the throw in off the line out. Great play being able to take the Hokie advancer out of bounds. So here we go. Wolfpack will throw in with the score 7-5 in favor of NC State. And here's the throw. Virginia Tech's going to come out with it. Pushing forward. Getting very close, and they will score. That will make it 10-7. The NC State team did not have the lead for very long. The Hokies able to score very quickly here.
I think some of that fatigue starting to set in. Hopefully a little bit of water will help the Wolfpack defense get back on track.
Here comes the conversion. They missed their first attempt. This one may have a little bit better opportunity to score a little bit closer to the middle. She was far left on her first attempt. And it's up. And it's good. So that will make the score 12-7 in favor of the Hokies. NC State just did score, but the Hokies responding very quickly with a try of their own and able to convert on the conversion.
It looks like Virginia Tech's got their 15th player back out of the sin bin.
So the Wolfpack able to score when the Hokies were one down, but the Hokies also able to capitalize even with one girl off the field. So here we go. NC State kicks off.
Bounce is going to give defense a little bit of time to catch up to them and get some of those solid tackles back in.
Here we go with the ruck. Oh, nice stiff arm there by the Hokie advancer. Getting some running room again, a couple missed tackles. Oh, passing it back, and she's got running room. Dodging a defender, a couple more missed tackles. The Hokies gaining up the field nicely. NC State defense finally able to reset. And once again, we see the Hokies threatening to score on the try. Getting it out to the backs, just one person to beat. Able to make the tackle though, is the Wolfpack defender. Pushing forward, very close once again. And I think you're right, Courtney, just seeing a lot of fatigue on the Wolfpack side.
Virginia Tech is really using their offload on their offense very, very well. Wolfpack defense needs to step up and start reading one step ahead and see where they're going to start offloading. It'll really save them a lot. Ball.
And here we go. It looks like the Hokies score once again. Another 5 points tacked onto the board for the Hokies. That'll make it 17-7. So NC State side was able to take the lead at 7-5, but the Hokies have come right back and scored twice unanswered. Very quick scores at that. Making the score 17-7. Here comes the conversion. It's on the far left side of the field. She missed on her first attempt, able to convert the second time. The third kick underway. Has the distance, but it's wide. So the score remains 17-7 in favor of the Hokies.
And that's going to be halftime.
There we go. So there we are, halftime called here at the Method Road field. We have the score at 17-7, Virginia Tech on top. Great play on both sides. We should have a great second half coming to you in just a few minutes. And we're here at halftime, the women's rugby match between the Virginia Tech Hokies and the NC State Wolfpack, 17-7 at the break. I'm here joined by coach for the Wolfpack, Megan Payton. Megan, what did you see from your squad that first half?
I was honestly really impressed with them. We had our first game last weekend, and people were still learning the game, and now they're acting like they really know what's going on. The last two tries that the other team scored was primarily because they caught us on our heels. We were running down the field most of the time. But for the majority of the first half, we were going strong. We had it on our end of the field. And that's just where calming it down and learning to complete what we started is going to come into play for them.
All right. Yeah, the Wolfpack were able to take the lead at 7-5, but then the Hokies came back with two unanswered drives very quickly. What's it going to take to stop those advances? They're able to really burst through the wall there by the Wolfpack.
I think that the main thing is to not let your physical tiredness get into your head. I know it's hot, you know, the sun's starting to get a little higher in the sky, and some of these girls are getting tired, but when we get penalties against us, the biggest thing is to get back as quickly as possible and set that defensive line. And if they can get that in their heads to push through this last 40 minutes, I think that we'll come out with a win. I really do.
There you have it. That's Megan Payton with us here at halftime. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
Good luck to you in the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, here we go, Wolfpack fans. Here we go for the second half. 17-7 is the score. Low scoring affair. A lot of great defense on both sides. So Courtney, what's going to be the key for the Wolfpack if they want to come out with a victory today?
They're going to have to come back with that intensity that they had at the very beginning, keep that defense strong. You know, we got a lot of new girls, and just as Coach Megan Payton reiterated, go ahead and complete in what you start. We have some really good drives. We just have to finish those in the try zone.
Right. And we saw several times the Wolfpack side was able to get it close to a try and just not able to finish. Here come the Hokies, getting it out to the backs, looking to start right where they left off at the end of the first half.
Hokies are definitely transferring that momentum into the second half. They're looking way more intense and aggressive than they did at the beginning of the game.
Pushing forward. Wolfpack defense trying to come together now. Getting it out to the backs. Oh, nice juke move. Able to miss a tackle. Gets forward, and the Hokies are going to score once again and touch it down in the try-zone territory. In very good position for the Hokies to convert the 2 points as well. So here we go. The Hokies, as I said, really leaving right off where they left off in the first half, carrying that over into the second half as they score on the try to make it 22-7. And a great opportunity to tack 2 more onto the board as well. And it's up and good, making it 24-7 in favor of Virginia Tech. So Courtney, you're a former rugby player. If you're on the field right now, what are you telling your teammates, trying to get them refocused and to get back into this game?
One thing that the Wolfpack ladies always said is after every score, whether it was us or them, it was 0-0. You play every game, every minute, like it's your first minute out on that field, and you just gotta rally. You gotta go in back with that intensity that you started with.
Very good advice. The Hokies have scored 3 unanswered. That started in the first half, and it's carried over here at the beginning of the second half as the Hokies are able to score very quickly to start the second half.
Wolfpack, get excited!
A couple of Wolfpack players trying to get in the ears of her teammates and get her squad back in this game.
There's some good hands on that line out from Wolfpack. That was a good steal.
Get it out wide to the backs here. And is that a penalty on the play, Courtney?
I believe it was a forward.
Oh, a knock forward.
Forward. So we're going to go ahead and have a scrum. One thing that's going to be really important for Wolfpack offense is, looks like some of our backs are standing when they get the ball. It's really crucial to be running and you catch the ball at speed, so you don't have to start that once you get the ball.
So you can have some momentum moving forward.
Yeah. And that'll make or break an offense on those backs.
So here we go. Here comes the scrum. The ball's in.
Looks like they're going to try and wheel. And they were successful.
So what are the tenets of that? What is a wheel?
A wheel is to try and get your team on the other side. So you essentially create that wheel around the ball, and then Wolfpack go ahead and regain possession on that scrum.
So they'll line them up again, but this time the Wolfpack will have the advantage of being able to roll it in.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Wolfpack able to steal possession there off of the wheel play. And here comes the scrum. Ball's in. Wolfpack come out with it. Heading towards the right side of the field.
Caitlin Curley had a nice drive right there. Got quick hands out, driving up the field if she can get some room. It's really important once you hit that ground, you keep possession and you give it back to your team. It looks like the Wolfpack, little clumsy hands and lost it.
Possession is key, is what I've gained from this match so far.
Absolutely. Talk is really important too. I like that I'm hearing some of these senior Wolfpack ladies, and I can hear them all the way on the sidelines.
Good communications there.
Absolutely. There's a lot of people on the field. It's a big field, a lot going on. Sometimes it's best to be the loudest.
So here we go. Another scrum. Hokies will roll in this time. The NC State team looked to be a little bit dazed to start the second half, but it seems they've gotten their composure and settled in a little bit now. And Virginia Tech will keep possession here.
If I'm not mistaken, the Wolfpack player didn't let go of the ball once she hit the ground. So not release and let the Hokies get that ball. That's a good tackle.
Pushing forward, right at the midfield line, right in front of us. Here come the Hokies. They get it out wide to the backs. Got several out there. Great tackle there by the Wolfpack, though. They get the ball back.
Looks like Wolfpack's getting some of their intensity back.
Able to come up strong on defense. That first drive, the Hokies, they just bursting through the Wolfpack wall, and a lot of missed tackles. Now the Wolfpack able to get things together now. Looking a little better. So here we go, here comes the scrum. 24-7 here on Methan Road. Here's the roll in off the scrum. Wolfpack retains possession. Get it out wide to the backs. A little bit of running room. The Hokies steal it right back. Trying to kick it forward. And there's a Wolfpack player down there. Able to shake off the Hokie player that was able to hustle down there, trying to come up with the steal. That would have been a huge play if she could have gotten that. So they'll line it up for a scrum once again. This is going to be a very crucial scrum for the Wolfpack, as the Hokies back on their side of the field once again. And here comes the roll, and it looks like the Wolfpack are going to win this one. What was that call on that one, Courtney?
I'm not catching what he's saying. I'm not getting too many hand motions, but he definitely didn't like something that was going on in the scrum. I don't know if it was an early drive or if there's just some aggressive play going on in that scrum.
So you have 3 forwards, is that correct, that are on the front row of the scrum?
Yep, we have 2 props and a hooker.
Okay.
And then your second row, those are actually just called your second rowers or rowers.
Okay.
And then you got your 8-man that completes that backside. Those 2 loose people on the outsides, those are called flankers.
So a total of 8 people involved in a scrum for each team.
Yes.
Hokies able to come up with it. Oh, and breaks through once again.
That's a crucial tackle that she just made. That was great.
Able to tackle her from behind.
That looks like it's going to be a knock.
Great hustle there by the Wolfpack defense. Not allowing the Hokies to score so easily this time. And the Hokies did knock it forward, so Wolfpack will have the advantage of rolling it into the scrum this time. They gotta come out with this one, wouldn't you say, Courtney? So here we go. Here's the roll-in. Wolfpack does come out with it. They get it out to the backs. Do you think State should be trying to kick it forward, or do you think the Hokies aren't that deep that they have to do that yet?
The Wolfpack could have used the kick right there, or just a little bit of a quicker feet or catching the ball at pace so that they had that momentum going. I think that's really what's hurting the Wolfpack wings at this point.
Oh, and here's the Hokies once again, breaking
now we
through.
still have a Wolfpack. Oh, I was going to say she was going to go ahead and try to hold that ball up in the try zone. She didn't make it there quite quick enough.
Breaking through 2 tackles there was Virginia Tech. And she ran towards the middle of the field trying to make it easier for her kicker for the conversion. So that makes it 4 unanswered scores for the Hokies. It's now 29-7. And here's the conversion, is good. So here we are, 31-7. Hokies on top. It's really gone downhill for the NC State side after their first try. They've got to get it together now. Wolfpack sideline imploring their team to throw some energy in here. Seems they've gotten a little bit deflated. So here we go, the Hokies coming forward.
There you go.
Nice tackle there by the Wolfpack.
Build off the rock, guys.
Here come the
That
Hokies.
was a good tackle by T.
Brought down quickly once again.
Wolfpack tackles are getting a little high. If they can get back down low, they can get those girls down a lot quicker and get some of that momentum back. Got a little bit of hesitation in the wings.
And I think the Wolfpack are still not really, to your earlier point, their wings aren't really running as they're catching the ball, so not much momentum driving forward.
I agree, and I think some of that has something to do with a little bit of the inexperience on the team. We have about half and half from what I can tell. So some of that will just come with more experience, playing more. They did just have their first game last weekend.
Just the second game for the Wolfpack, and a very young team.
I will say it can be pretty intimidating when a bunch of people are running at you and you just got that ball.
I can imagine.
Sometimes it's hard to get your feet going forward, but you just got to commit.
No, I'm definitely not signing up for rugby.
It's not for everybody, but it's always fun to watch.
Yes. And I've talked with, I have several European friends. I've talked with them before, very into rugby. And I think if rugby had more of the history in America, it would gain more popularity because, I mean, you look at a sport like American football and there's statistics out that after, there's only like 10, I believe, a little under 10 minutes of actual gameplay that happens in any given football game. In rugby, you see that they're completely...
It's pretty much the opposite.
Yeah, after they're tackled, the play doesn't stop.
No, there's very little stoppage in rugby. That's why you get fatigued pretty quick. And once you get to the second half, that's where all that training and all the hours you put in outside of the game really kick in. Scrums don't look like much, but they're very exhausting.
And especially after you've done that.
Time and time again.
Time and time again. Here come the Hokies. Jumping forward. And here we go. Tackled once again very early. Oh no, breaking through the Wolfpack defense. Here they
Hokies
come.
are really using their offloads and smart. Taking advantage of those holes in the Wolfpack defense.
Dashing forward. And here come the Hokies going to the opposite side of the field. She's got the corner. She can win the foot race, and she will. Touching it down in the try zone. The Hokies score once again. That'll make it 36-7. The Hokies just looking to have a little bit more stamina right now than the Wolfpack side. But as you said, this is a very young team, only their second game of the season. They need to work towards that endurance, and they will start to gain that as the season continues. About how many games will the women play this year, do you believe?
Probably between 10 and 12 up until Christmas break. You have about 10 and 12 in the fall, and the same thing in the spring. And league play generally happens during the spring. So all of this right here is just a lot of really intense scrimmages. But they show you a lot about your team and absolutely what you can improve on. And
so is there an end of the year tournament within the conference, or is there some sort of nationals event for club rugby? Or
there is one for all of rugby, not necessarily club, as far as I know. A couple years ago, NC State did have a running at nationals or going to that tournament. There is a big tournament in North Carolina, kind of in the south. It's called Rucktoberfest, and it takes place up in Boone. So that's kind of everybody's big tournament for club.
Okay. So 38-7 in favor of the Hokies. But still a lot of good things to draw so far from this Wolfpack side.
Absolutely. Right now is going to be a really good time for them to just focus on some of those things that they've pointed out in practice. And just go ahead and not worry so much about that score, but try building your team and that bond that you got.
So when does the meat of the season occur? Like when it no longer becomes like scrimmages or exhibition games?
That's going to be in the spring generally.
Okay.
Looks like Wolfpack's going to go ahead and get this ball.
So here we go. Good opportunity here for the Wolfpack to score and end their scoring drought. They're going to try and kick it and advance it, and they will. So the Wolfpack will have the line out. Good opportunity for NC State to get on the board here.
Would really like to see some really strong drives right off this line out. And if we could swing it out wide, they could easily score. They just gotta focus.
So here we go. Two sides lining it up for the throw-in. And here we are. Looks like Virginia Tech comes out with it. But NC State regains possession. There they go. They're going to try and swing it out wide. Fumbled it on that catch, and the Hokies able to get the ball back. So here come the Hokies driving once again. Some good tackling there by the Wolfpack, though, keeping the Hokie advancers at bay.
Got some fingers in there. We're able to knock it loose, and Wolfpack regain possession.
The Sir will call him back.
And we got a Wolfpack scrum.
So here we go. The Wolfpack have played very well in the scrums. I believe controlling most of the scrums that have happened thus far.
I would absolutely agree. One thing that throughout the years, Wolfpack has always had a very strong scrum and very strong forwards, which definitely gives them some advantages.
Mm-hmm. And they do indeed win this one, pushing ahead.
We got some room for running.
And she bursts forward. And she's gonna score.
Very nice conversion for the Wolfpack off that scrum.
Breaking through the Hokie defense. And NC State finding some life here, making the score 38-12. So let's see if the Wolfpack can build off of that momentum, try and get back in this game. Really great score there, and looks to have energized this Wolfpack squad a little bit. All right, here comes the conversion. It's up, and it's good.
It's a nice kick by Caitlin Curley.
That makes it 38-14. So NC State finally able to end their scoring drought.
Starting to see some smiles and some energy. Hopefully they can transfer that and keep that momentum going.
So here we go, Virginia Tech kicking off. 38-14 is the score. And as I said, let's see if NC State can keep the momentum. Here we go. Four pushing forward. Loses the ball though. A little bit shaken up after that play. Here comes the kick.
That was a good kick.
NC State will advance it here. So here we go, NC State building some momentum here, able to continue the progress they made after getting their try and converting on the 2 points. They're in their territory once again, and they have the throw in here. Virginia Tech will win this one. They get it out wide to the backs. Here comes NC State. Good opportunity to fall on it there as the Hokies fumbled it. Pushing the Hokie side back is NC State. Virginia Tech will just kick it forward here. They pick it up off the bounce, pushing forward.
That was a good catch and a good run, but she went ahead and threw it up instead of just taking it to the ground. But we regained possession with Carol Trammell trying to drive.
Yeah, great awareness to pick it off the bounce and run, but just not a great decision on the pass there. But thankfully, State able to regain possession, and here they go, threatening.
Really need to fight hard in those rucks. Virginia Tech isn't giving up that ball easy.
There we go. NC State getting it out wide. Here comes the ruck once again. Sir will blow it dead.
It means the player did not roll away. Once you hit the ground, you must release and try to roll away from the ball. Try to get it out of that ruck, or at least to make the attempt to do so.
So NC State will kick it off here. They may just decide to tap it on the foot and try and go forward. But
that's what I would like to see them do if they could use some of that power, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and go for that out of bounds.
Good kick there.
It's going to be great field position for the Wolfpack.
So here we go, the Wolfpack coming back. They ended their scoring drought on their last drive, making it 38-14, and here they are again, trying to make it 2 in a row. Here comes the line out. NC State able to get it. They get it out to the backs. Pushing forward, very close. Here comes the ruck, big play here. And there's a penalty on the play. It looks to be on NC State. Didn't see what the call was. Did you, Courtney?
I didn't. His hands were kind of covered up.
But very crucial penalty there for NC State. Very close to scoring.
No, they've had really good hands in these lineouts, so if they can go ahead and steal this, they're still in great scoring position.
So here we go. Virginia Tech will have the advantage of throwing it in. NC State looking to steal this one here, possibly capitalize and score. Here it is, and NC State will get it. They get it out to the backs. They got some room here. Thankfully, Wolfpack able to retain possession even after it was dropped by the back there. Not a great throw. It looks like Virginia Tech has stolen it back once again. And here's another penalty on the Wolfpack.
Looks like we got someone getting up kind of slow here from that ruck.
Carol Trammell a little shaken up. It would be a big blow for the Wolfpack. She's played very well thus far.
She's one of their most senior players. If I'm not mistaken, she's a captain. She's a very strong presence on the field, both as a player and as a motivator, so to have her out would not be good, but she's a trooper and it looks like she's getting up.
Trying to shake it off. So we got 38-14 is the score here. Virginia Tech came out strong, scoring twice to open the second half, but NC State coming back, able to score on their try and convert, and they've been threatening once again to score. So it looks to appear as if they've sort of gained their momentum back a little bit.
Looks like he called a knock forward, I believe on Virginia Tech.
So here comes the scrum. NC State will have the advantage of rolling it in. Players getting in position. And here we go. Ball's in. And it comes out for the Wolfpack. They get it to the backs. Going left side with it. Oh, and Virginia Tech steals it there.
Wolfpack really needs some support on those drives, especially out in the wide open. But we regain it really quick.
NC State has played very well in the scrums, but if they do need to improve, they need to improve off the rucks. They haven't played quite as well there. There's a good kick by NC State. Once again, having good field position to score. And NC State has played very well on the lineouts. It's a good opportunity here. Here we go. Here's the throw in.
It's a little short, and it looks like Virginia Tech has got possession.
And they're just going to try and clear it here. Takes a good Hokie bounce, but there's a State player there to get it. Wolfpack get it out to the backs. Pushing forward. Just trying to get their way to that end zone, meter by meter.
It's a good drive by T.
And the Wolfpack win the ruck. Getting a couple meters off of that one once again. They get it out to the backs this time.
We'd love to see a little bit more Wolfpack support on those rucks. I think that's really where they're at a disadvantage to Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech has always got girls right there ready to steal that ball back.
Looks like we have a maul here. So still 38-14 here. Virginia Tech on top. They've played well though. They were able to come back here in the second half, and after the Virginia Tech Hokies scored several consecutive times without an answer, the Wolfpack have improved their play now, playing very strong and keeping the ball on their side of the field. So they line it up for the scrum. NC State will roll it in. Ball is down. And it comes out. The Wolfpack have it. They get it to the right side, to the backs.
Go ahead and broke that tackle and kept going forward, which was a good decision.
Thought about passing it off, instead decided to try and get some more meters. Como on the play. Ball's loose. Virginia Tech's going to come out with it. And here come the Hokies. Once again, really controlling those rucks.
Wolfpack going ahead and driving them out of bounds.
So we'll see another line out here.
Good thing is, even though the Wolfpack hasn't scored, they have stayed in their half of the field for quite a while now.
Yes,
so
they have.
One of these times that opportunity is going to present itself, and they're going to take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. So here we go, NC State throwing in for the line out. And just not good hands there by State. And Hokies take advantage. The sir whistles is dead. Penalty by the Hokies. So NC State with a good opportunity. And they're going to try and take advantage here. Instead of kicking, they just touch it off the foot.
which is what I was really hoping they'd do and start using some of this power they have in the forwards.
Yeah, that really does seem to be their advantage.
Absolutely.
Driving forward on the right side of the field are the Wolfpack. Oh, and Virginia Tech comes out with it, but the Sir whistles it dead. Penalty on the Hokies.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that was hands in the ruck and she wasn't clear to go ahead and take that ball out.
And this time they decide to kick it forward, and they're going to be very, very close to the end goal. Not sure what's happening here.
I'm not sure either, but it looks like Hokies are going to get possession. I don't know if there was just a mix-up in the penalty. But it looks like they're trying to recover quickly. Looks like we're going to do a drop 22, if I'm not mistaken.
There's the kick.
And the Hokie.
State. And there you see once again Virginia Tech really swarming those rucks, getting several players in there immediately.
And that's really where they're getting the advantage in this game.
And here come the Hokies, just trying to get it out of Wolfpack territory. The ball's been down there for quite a while now, and Virginia Tech just trying to get some relief. Sir whistles this dead. We'll have a scrum with the Wolfpack rolling it in on this one. So still 38-14. Virginia Tech on top. As we're narrowing down here in the second half. Players lining up for the scrum here. Getting in position. And here we go, we're live. And NC State's going to win this scrum once again. Get it out to the backs. And there's going to be a penalty on NC State.
I'm not quite sure what that one was. Unless it was a pass forward, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, that one was very close. I don't know if I agree with that one. In any case, here comes the scrum. And Virginia Tech will roll in. Tough break there for the Wolfpack. And here we go, the ball's in. They're gonna try and wheel it.
Unsuccessfully so.
NC State forced to back up here. Virginia Tech will remain in possession of the ball. They're trying to catch the Wolfpack off guard, and they do. Getting some extra meters there. A missed tackle. Here come the Hokies. Threatening to score and extend their lead. Pushing forward is the Hokies here. Here comes the ruck. Hokies come out with it. NC State defense has got to stand strong here. They get it out to the backs, towards the middle, and it looks like they're going to get in here just a couple more meters, very close to that line.
They're definitely trying to hold it up on the Wolfpack side, and it looks like Hokie was able to pick it up, and I don't believe she scored.
Good stand there by the Wolfpack. able to stand firm, not allow the Hokies to get in. That's a great play by the Wolfpack defense. So we have another scrum where the Wolfpack have been playing very well off the scrums. If they can win this one, it would be very big. See if they can steal this one away. And they roll it in.
Push it!
And it looks like NC State might come out with it. They do.
A little fumble of the hands was crucial, and it looks like Hokies have gotten possession back.
Oh, and they break through a couple tackles there.
It looks like it was held up by the Wolfpack.
Another great stand.
Defense is really stepping up in these last few minutes.
So here comes the scrum again. Wolfpack won the last one, but just not having very good ball security after they got it out as they turn it over back to the Hokies. Let's see if they can improve upon that this time. So players getting in position. Wolfpack defense standing strong. Let's see what they'll do here if they can continue that stance. Here we go, the ball's in. Yes, sir. Didn't like something on that play, I believe. And they'll bring them back for the scrum once again. So here we go. Wolfpack defense trying to keep the Hokies out here. And the ball's in. They're gonna wheel it again, but the Hokies come out with it, pushing forward. Very close to that line again, but the Wolfpack standing strong. Great defense here.
This is fantastic defense. Holding it up and keeping it out of the try zone this many times is pretty impressive.
Very strong stance here. Forming that wall. And they're not relenting. Here come the Hokies again. And they finally do burst through. But a great stand for quite a long time, keeping the Hokies out there. Very impressive for this young team. But the Hokies finally do find the chink in the armor and able to burst through to score. And that will make this 43-14, and the Hokies will have the 2-point conversion here, just a little bit right of the goalpost. And it's up, and it'll be far left, at the distance. And the sir is going to call this one. That'll be the game. The Wolfpack will go down in defeat, but a lot of great things to draw from this game, especially there at the end. Very great play by the Wolfpack defense, and I can imagine out of a young team, that makes you very impressed to see something like that near the end. Or would it not, Courtney?
It does. It gives you a lot of hope and see all that potential out there. Their defense is very impressive for how young they are. Only thing they really got to do is just work on some of that offense and that committing and finishing up to get those tries. But the opportunities were there. It's just really going to be working on in practice, just finishing it up. But with as young as this team is, you see a lot of potential, which is good to see.
Yeah, very, very much so. And as we've really noted towards the game, they've played very well on the dead balls and the scrums and the lineouts. They could use some improvement, obviously, in the rucks and some better ball security. But again, just a lot of great things to draw from this Wolfpack side. And it looks to be another great year for women's rugby, even in defeat here at Method Road against the Virginia Tech Hokies. So 43-14 is the end. Thank you for joining us here for Wolfpack Sports Television. We'll see you next time And so I'm Michael McLam, and I'm here with Courtney Parkinson, and we're signing off. And I'm here with stand-in coach Megan Payton after the Wolfpack's game here against the Virginia Tech Hokies. NC State goes down 43-14, but a lot of great things to draw from this game from such a young team. What stood out to you from your side?
I was really impressed mainly with the rookies' ability to stick their tackles. It's something that you can't really teach, the aggression to tackle. You can teach them the form, but the desire to want to actually put yourself into that position is something that has to come from within, and they definitely possess that. I thought that the Virginia Tech played a really good game, and it's not that we didn't hold our own for really long periods of time, but anytime there was a weakness, they capitalized on it, and they scored. So. Yeah,
and what was very impressive down there at the end of the game, the Hokies had it very close to their end goal, and NC State able to hold strong for quite a long time. I imagine that very much impressed you.
Oh yeah, I was really impressed to hold up not one, not two, but 3 tries before they finally got the 4th one in. I couldn't have asked for more heart and more dedication there at the very last minute of the game.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Megan. As I said, NC State goes down 43-14, but in a valiant effort. A lot of great things to draw from this very young team, and looks to be another great season ahead for women's rugby. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
And I'm Michael McLam, signing off with Wolfpack Sports Television. Thank you very much.